Okay, this video is going to show you how you make a Noodletools citation. So for this project, you have to cite 3 to 4 sources, 3 to 4 places where you got information. So let's do an example of how you would set that up and what that looks like. So you're going to go into our assignment for today and click on it in Google Classroom. And feel free to stop the video at any point so that you can follow along. But you're going to need to go to where it says Noodletools Sign In, and it'll go to a website that looks like this. And then you're also going to need to go to Noodletools Show 2017. And basically, it's a nice document that has exactly how to do Noodletools, okay? It's also available in... Let's see if it shows up. There we go. It's also available on paper form. If you would like a paper form, it's the same thing, but really the easiest way is to go through online. Okay, so online it shows you exactly how to do this. So please use your sheet. For the next couple minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So please follow along. And follow along carefully. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Noodletools. And I'm going to sign in. You should be able to go down here and sign in with Google. Okay, so I'm going to click in. I'm going to sign in with my personal Google, and it should go right away to, let me get rid of this for a second. It should go right away to your screen, okay, which probably looks like this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go up to the screen button where it says New Project, and you're going to enter in a title. So I'm going to enter Science Superhero or something like that, whatever you want to call it, okay? Then you're going to leave it at MLA, you're going to leave it at Junior, and you're going to submit it. Now your project's going to show up here, okay? The next thing you want to do is find and go to a website that you used. So I'm going to go back to Google Classroom, and last week I'm going to go back to my research notes. So here it's in Superhero where it is fully capitalized, so Superhero. And then I'm going to go down, and I know for sure I went to Chem for Kids. So I'm going to click on that, and let's say I had helium as my one for my website or for this website, so I'm going to click on helium. So now I'm at the page, okay? If I go back to the directions, so I go back to this paper version, or I can go to the online version. It basically says that what I want to do now is click on new source. So let's go back, and I'm following the directions. And I'm going to click on Science Superhero, and this will open up. Now, to add a source, I'm going to go to new source. And then I'm going to start by going to a website. So I'm going to click on website, and then I'm going to click on web page. Okay. Now all this stuff that comes up. Okay. I'm going to go back to the directions online. Okay. And my directions for how to do this are up in where it says Noodletools Show Me How. So let's go to that. And I'm actually going to open it with Google Docs. Come on. Okay. So if I scroll all the way down, it says that basically what I need to do is I'm going to pick web page, and then I have to enter the URL, the recent date of access, and the name of the website. So let's enter those 3 things. So I'm going to enter the URL. So I'm going to go back to my online source. Here's my online source. Copy. And I'm going to put it in Noodletools. So here's my URL. Paste. Okay. Then I need the most recent date. You can always choose today, or you can mark it for tomorrow. I'm just going to choose today. Okay. And if we go back to our directions, URL, recent date of access. So when you think you looked at it, and again, that can be today, and then the name of the website. So if I look all the way at the top, the name of the website looks like chemforkids.com. That actually looks like the name. I can also go all the way down to the bottom, and it'll give me some information. So here it looks like current page is chemforkids.com. So I'm going to put Chem for Kids as the number 1. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going all over the place here. So I'm going to go back to the name of the web page or document article. I'm going to write Chem for Kids, helium. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry. Right here, name of the website, Chem for Kids, helium. Okay. And that's all I have to enter. Name of the website, URL, and when I access it. So now I'm going to click save, and it's going to show up. Chem for Kids Helium. Here's the URL. Here's when I accessed it. Boom, I'm done. Okay. So the next thing I have to do then is click on new source. So let's go to a new web page. Let's also say that I went to Ducksters. So I'm going to click on Ducksters, and I had helium. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to wherever helium is. If I can find you. There we go. Helium. Okay. And if I notice, I can go all the way to the bottom, right? So we have Ducksters, copyright 2022. This information at the bottom can help me a little bit, but I can also go to the very top. So let's go back to Noodletools, and let's click on new source. So now I'm going to go through, and it's a web page again. I'm going to get my URL. So I'm going to copy my URL, copy. Oops, keep going to the wrong one on that one. Paste URL, okay. Then I'm just gonna go with the most recent date of access. That's today. If I wanted to, I could change it to, I went to 2 days ago. That'd be okay too, okay. Then the last thing I need to do at the very bottom, why isn't it letting me go to the, there we go. At the very bottom, the name of the website, which was Ducksters. And if I want, I can add helium to it, okay. Helium, then I'm gonna save. Easy. So it says Ducksters helium. It says Ducksters. It says when it was accessed. Okay. That is how I do a citation. Okay. Now let's say I used a book. Let's go ahead and grab a book, and I'll show you how it works. Okay. So let's say I used a book. Let's say I used this book. This one right here. Okay. Basically for a book, let's go back to the directions. So in Noodletools, for a book, I have to enter the title, the author, the publisher, and the copyright year. Okay, so let's look for that in the book. First off, it's probably really easy to find it. This would be called the complete periodic table, right? And I could look down and probably see some authors here, okay? Written by Adrian Dingle and Dan Green, okay? Also, if you open up a book and go all the way to this page, it shows you how to find the copyright. So here it says copyright. Here's the year, 2007, Toucan Books, okay? And then it gives me a city, New York. So I have enough now to be able to enter all those things. And remember, I have to enter title, author, publisher, copyright year. So let's go back to Noodletools. Sorry, having some technical difficulties here. There we go. Okay, so let's go back to Noodletools, and I'm going to start by clicking on New Source. I'm going to click on Print or in Hand. It's a book, so I'm going to start with the role. The role is the author, and I'm going to go back and look at the author. So let me go back and look at the author of this book. It is Adrian Dingle and Dan Green. So there we go. That's what I'm putting in. Adrian Dingle, and Dan Green. If there's just one, I just put in one. So author. Okay, that's done. After the author, I need the title. So now let me go down. Title of the book. Let's go back. Title of the book was The Periodic Table. Pretty easy title. Okay, so The Periodic Table, all capital letters. Okay, then I need to do the publisher. So let's go back and look at the publisher and then the year, and that's it. So the publisher, if I remember, I think it's Toucan Books. Let's go back. Toucan Books, right there, 2007. So that's what I'm going to put in for the last of it. Toucan Books, 2007. Okay, and that's all I need. Now I'm going to save it, and there's my citation. Adrian Dingle and Dan Green, the periodic, oops, I spelled it wrong, table, Toucan Books. If you find that you spelled it wrong, go over here, click edit, and you can fix your mistake. So I'm going to fix my mistake that I had here. Oops. Table, save. Okay, when you are all good, you're going to then go here to where it says export and print to Google Docs. Then you're going to say all sources and click submit. It's going to open up in a Google Doc and it's going to be kind of funky. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Don't mess with it at all. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. So the last thing you're going to do is put your name on it. So I'm going to change the title to my last name. So Pasico, and then whatever class I have Miss Pasico for. So let's say I have her third. So Pasico, oops, I'm sorry. Your last name and then third. So let's say my last name is Smith. Sorry about that. Smith. Then I'm going to put the period number, okay? So if your last name is Bolker, you're going to say Bolker 2. Or if your last name is Jones, you're going to say Jones 6. You're writing your last name and then the period number, okay? Then you're going to click on share, and you're going to share it with me. And you're going to type in K Pasico. And here it is at ccsd89.org. Double check it doesn't say .me. Check .org. And then you're going to send it my way and share it with me. And it's as simple as that. There's your works cited. Okay?